Good morning, everyone. It's Marcy, and I'm here with a flip through of the journal I made for Dear Julie Julie's May Make a Kit, Make a Journal, Junk Journal Challenge. And this is my journal. I used a book called Gardener's Notebook and put it on some 2-inch book rings. Made a tie closure for it. My journal ended up being 94 pages of front and back, partially because I wanted to use as many of the actual book pages in it as possible, and I ended up using all but 3. So here we go. Here there was a little bit of writing, so I just did a little decorative disguising. Here on the copyright page, I want to be sure I'm staying in frame. I just made a little pocket and put some little embellishments in it. Here I've got some scrapbook paper on which I put a belly band and a little journaling card. And on this side, I've got a side border tuck with a card in it. I used Dearjuliejulie fruits and veggies kit, along with some pieces from the Patreon, her Patreon group. You can see it folds out like that, and you've got additional journaling space. Used a couple of images, I believe, from her birds kit. This is from the fruit and veggies, where I just printed on the lined paper. So see, you'll see throughout lots of the book pages, and the book pages all have lots of writing space to plan a garden, be it a fruit and vegetable garden or a flower garden. Here I printed some of the Dearjuliejulie on some graph paper. Here I've got a little bitty pocket with a tag, and the tag flips open like this, and I put a little journaling notebook in it. And on the back, I made a little pocket with a little insert. That tucks right in there. Over here, I've got a double pocket with a little charm type thing hanging on a bulb pin, and some little cards in it. So plenty of room in this journal, like I said, for writing your gardening notes, designing your journal, or your garden, sorry. Here I've got some of the Dearjuliejulie image printed on vellum, just for something a little different. That's from the Dearjuliejulie. More lined paper with Dearjuliejulie stuff printed on it. Here I've got more cardstock, and I just made a little tip in so you can make little notes, and just use that to help keep it closed. And on this side, I made a 2-page spread. Over here, we've got just pull that little tab out. Oh, and I made an accordion type pull out. And then the little tab just goes right under there to help keep that closed. And over here a pocket with a journaling card on it. Here we've got another pocket with a, what Julie calls a wallet style bifold. Little corner tuck with a pocket in it, or a little card in it. Here I made a little double card. Little card there, and another little card there. That just all folds closed and fits nicely in that pocket. More book pages. Here's another piece of graph paper with the Dear Julie Julie image printed on it. Here we made a waterfall pocket, and in the first large pocket, just got a little journaling card, and here, the back one, I split into two pockets, and they each have a little tag in them. Over here, I've just got a little top tuck with a recipe card in it. More lined paper with the Dear Julie Julie image on it. Here I used some tracing paper to make a little bag and printed on it from the Dear Julie Julie Fruits and Vegetables kit, and just put a little card in there. I love the way this tracing paper sounds. So you'll see lots of pages, but many of them are the book pages. Here we've got a little fabric pocket with a file index card in it with plenty of journaling space on it. And on this side, I just put some of my fabric ruffle on it. Over here, we've got another scrapbook paper page, and here I made a double tuck, and it's got two little cards in it. I love that tag. And here I made a tuck on this side with a tag that flips down, and you've got some journal space there with a little pocket with a smaller tag in it. That just slides right in there. And then on this side, I have another tag, and you've got this little playing card up here that's on a brad, and you can just turn it around, and this folds down with lots of journaling space and that cute little bunny right there. Over here, I've got a little tip-in page held in place with a playing card, and I just decorated it with some of the scrapbook paper and a cut apart from the scrapbook paper. And here, it's very light, but I used a clear label sheet to make some washi tape. So you've got that. For the tip-in page, more lined paper. Here we made a flip-flop with a large tab on it. So flip it open, and you've got lots of journaling space right there. I did make my seam a little differently than Julie does. I just did a one signature with some of my baker's twine that was off my, I had a roll of a bunch of different ribbons and fibers that came all in one package. So I just used a bit of the baker's twine there to make that. And here we have a flip up, flip down pocket with little journal card here. And this flips up and down for additional writing space. This one was from Dearjuliejulie's Patreon, one of her Patreon pages. And that just helps give it some weight to hold the flip up, flip down closed. Here's some more vellum. I love that little girl digging in the garden. And some more graph paper. More pages from the book. More lined paper. Here we've got a fabric flip with a stack-a-note underneath, and I did mine waterfall style. So you've got pages to write, little notes to write on there. Oop. Here I've got a journal card that we needed to have a journal card with fold and or flip. I don't have my list right in front of me. So this is the journal card. See, there we've got writing space on the back and a little pull tab. But here you can also have a little pocket and a little pocket here. And then you pull it apart and you've got a full sheet of writing space. And I think that's pretty cool. So it's sort of hidden space. Now let's see if I can get it put back together. But hidden space for some extra journaling, or you can just write on the back of your card. More book page, and we're at the end of the journal. And again, there was a little bit of writing here, so I just used one of the stickers from my scrapbook paper kit, and that is the end of the journal. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know what you think. I enjoyed making this, and I will talk to you soon. And until I do, please have a wonderful crafty day. Bye-bye.